What's up, people? Today we're going to be talking about, well, let's start by spelling the word first. Cryogenics. What is the definition of cryogenics? Well, I made up my own. My definition is the study of the application of extreme cold temperatures. So, I said a lot there, so let's break that down first. What are extreme cold temperatures? Well, depending on your sources, your ranges might involve starting from below minus 100 degrees Celsius, below minus 150 degrees Celsius, below minus 183 degrees Celsius. Depending on your sources, you're going to get different ranges, but we can all agree that cryogenics is the study of the extreme cold. Let's go back to the definition. It's the study of the application of the extreme cold. Now you guys may be asking, why in the hell do we want to use the extreme cold? Are you stupid or something? Yep. We are in a classroom right now. We do not use this kind of language. There are many useful applications for cryogenics. There are many useful applications in cryogenics, and I'm talking loudly because I'm afraid that you guys are gonna fall asleep. Anyways, what are the useful applications of cryogenics? Well, for one thing, you can freeze musical instruments. Say what? Musical instruments? You can freeze musical instruments? And we're not talking about your violins and violas, because if you freeze them, they are going to break. But we're talking about your saxophones, your trumpets, your tubas. You can make your instruments much more durable, stronger, and it'll last a longer time. Which is exactly why I said it's durable. So stop repeating myself. Oh, so what if you don't play music? You drive cars? You drive cars? Your car engine. I bet you that it went through cryogenic processes. So I've named a couple of these metals where you have to freeze so that they become stronger and more durable. But the reverse is also applicable. So what I'm talking about is, let's say you have a rubbery sort of material that you want to break down. What? By freezing these materials, you can actually make them all solid and hard, and then you can smash them up after. There are also different fields of cryogenics, such as cryobiology, which is the application of the extreme cold temperatures on organisms and seeing their reaction and their behavior to that. There's also cryonics, which is where you freeze people and you bring them back to life later in the future in hopes of curing whatever disease they had, or if they want to know what the future is like, and so on. Some of the notable examples from the media include Star Wars, where you see Han Solo getting frozen. Fry from Futurama. You can also freeze food, so that the food can maintain freshness from when it's sealed and to when it's opened again. Some of the disadvantages of freezing food include the vitamin content of the food dropping. How about the study of the application of extreme cold temperatures on gases? For example, to get to the lowest possible temperature, absolute zero, and it's called absolute zero because nothing can move in this temperature, you have to actually use a certain gas to try and get as close to absolute zero as you can. Helium is a very special gas that helps us get as close as possible to absolute zero. This is what mainly cryogenics is about. I have decided to conduct a lab for you guys because I am that awesome. But before we start this awesome lab, let's get into our safety gear.
Hey! Now walk it out! Ow! Now walk it out! Now walk it out! Style DJ! Now walk it out! DJ Mike on the track! Walk it out! DJ on! Southside walk it out! We at it again, baby! Northside walk it out! Here we go! Now walk it out! 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 Now Westside walk it out! Now Southside walk it out! Eastside walk it out! Northside walk it out! Now hit the dance floor! Hey, bend your back low! She do it with no hands! Now stop, pop and roll! I'm smoking bubble hole! Yeah, they in trouble, ho. I like the way she move, undercover ho. Now everybody leaning, I make the crowd rock. Now go and walk it out. I see they on my job. She want that bubble gum. Is they the double mint? Two hoes choosing me, so I know that I'ma win. It's on once again, Patron once again.
Here we have this nice piece of vanilla ice cream. I mean vanilla ice cream 8, which is a very rare, extremely rare metal. That has very special properties. Yeah. Right now it is about to display some of its special features. As you can see, it's very solid, and that's because there is almost no energy. This special metal was actually at absolute zero. So right now, it was in its very special cryogenic refrigerator. So right now it is solid. And as you can see, it is quickly evaporating. See, when there is no energy, these atoms like to stick together because there's no movement, they're not spreading around. It's not like a puddle, it's not like a mess, but it's starting to turn into a mess, and that's because it's warming up right now. And all the atoms are starting to spread apart, and they're starting to come loose, and they're starting to go wherever they want to go. So that was my lab. Hope it was interesting. If it wasn't, you can slap me in the face when you come see me. Let's just go pick up the chemistry textbook because we have to relate it to what we're learning, right? So let me just go pick up my textbook right now. Let's see what's inside here. I went through the book and there's nothing really that I didn't leave out. In the book it says, oh yeah, you can compress oxygen and so you can go scuba diving. That's one of the applications I left out. Superconductivity is where like conducting electricity without friction. And this can be achieved through absolute zero. And same goes to superfluidity, is where fluids like liquid helium show very special properties when frozen at absolute zero. To see videos of this, check these links beside me. I don't know where they are, but whatever. Check all these links around me, and just to get a better idea of what these things are. Thanks for watching my video, and yeah, check out the document file for all the information, and yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching!